Back with Marty Biron. 6 losses in 7 games to the Vancouver Canucks, and their only win over that stretch required a miracle comeback and a goal with an empty net for the extra attacker. But they're still tops in the West, Marty. But this recent slump, has it changed your expectations for the Vancouver Canucks this season?
Look, I was really high on the Canucks for the longest time, and all my analytics friends and a lot of people around the league, they said, it cannot stay that way. There is going to be a curve correction at some point. I didn't think it was going to come in February and be so low. So I'm still, looking at the Canucks and think they're one of the better team out west, but it has to start moving upwards as opposed to stay flat or go downwards. You look at the numbers before the All-Star break and after the All-Star break, they were number one in shooting percentage before the All-Star break. They are now 18th after the All-Star break. Elias Pettersson went from 19.7% to now 7.7% in the shooting percentage. Thatcher Demko was second in goal save above expectation. He's now 44th in the league in the month of February in goal save above expectation. So the curve really went down, and it is rock bottom right now for the Vancouver Canucks. But I still think they got the pieces. And Elias Lindholm got acquired, and they're only 5-6-2 with him. It's not his fault. It's the big guns with the Vancouver Canucks that have to go back to how they were playing early in the season. And I'm looking at Besser, I'm looking at Pettersson, and I'm looking at Demko to be able to put that team back on track and be a top team in the West.
Rick Tocchet isn't exactly holding back about what he thinks about his guys right now. Last night, he called their play egregious at times. You've been in NHL dressing rooms with all kinds of coaches. What do you think of the way Tocchet is addressing this so publicly with his criticism right now?
I love it because I always liked a coach that was a little bit tougher, right? That was just me. Lindy Ruff, John Tortorella, they were tougher. But everything that they said in the media, they had said it in the room before repeating it to the media. So I'm not worried. Rick Tocchet is that type of coach. He was that type of player. And he wants to put a little energy, a little fire in that locker room and into those players. Like the Canucks are going to get into the playoffs, and they're going to be just rolled over if they don't just, thicken their skin a little bit and get a little bit fire in their belly. And we haven't seen that in this losing streak. So I think Rick Tocchet is doing what he was doing as a player and what he knows how to do it as a coach. Some players in the locker room have got to love it. Some players, it pushes them out of their comfort zone. So hopefully they start to join the group and get on the plan to be able to turn things around. But I love when a coach gets fiery with the media. It gives us something to talk about.
As long as he doesn't come at you during your playing days. By the way, some good news for the Vancouver Canucks. Their next game is in Anaheim. The Ducks only have 8 wins on home ice this season. That's dead last in the entire NHL.